I'm Manne Laukkanen from Smart Data Hub. We are a data as a service company, and I'm here to bring you people a word from the trenches. So AI is all fine and dandy. As long as you generate your own data, you get it machine generated, it is flawless, it has been designed to be used in an analytics fashion. But then when you enter a company that wants to transform into a company using its old data into in AI, or wants to get some external data, then you quite often end up with a different situation. No data, no AI, crap data, crap AI, or machine learning, or business intelligence, whatever. The world's most valuable resource is no longer oil, but data, yes. But if the oil is dirty, it's not very valuable. Your car will not run. And I claim that those with clean, accessible, relevant data will win the race. And with clean, I mean clean. With accessible, I mean that you can actually find the data that you have. Instead of, for example, having 5 to 10 subsections of your huge, gigantic company, each one having their own version of the data, their own silo, with their own decisions based on that. And once you have the data found, then you would be liking it to be usable. So the next bit here is that the reality is that the majority of data science for AI or machine learning or whatever is still data wrangling. It is the case of finding the data, pulling it in, making some transformations, some standardizations, and so on. And how many of you guys have been analyzing data yourself? Oh yes, you know the pain. So this one is not going anywhere, and still it's garbage in, garbage out. In case the data is not usable, you will waste time. So the problems, especially with open external data, but also sometimes actually quite often with data from within the company, is that external data is hard to use. It might be data external to your company or data that is only external to your team in the company. And what really here would help would be automated data discovery, for example, a data catalog that you could search, automated data ingestion, which would handle different formats seamlessly. And you know, if the schema changes, it just wouldn't explode in your face. Automated data quality checks. So like really basic stuff like how many nulls do you expect there to be? How many rows do you expect there to appear, let's say daily or weekly or something like that? And if it dropped like 30%, should you be alarmed? This should not be behind a human that is using all of their life, you know, checking out a report. All of this stuff should be automated. You should build reports on DQ events and automated alerts and so on. And you could, you know, monitor counts, distributions, and etc. And once you get the data in, also so many of the tasks of automating, of course, you cannot cleanse everything automatically because some, for example, human-generated data is really, it fluctuates. It might start to show some symptoms that you just couldn't expect. But in our work, we have found out that quite a bit of the stuff is actually really predictable. And it is really common, and especially when you know where the data is coming from, you start to see all sorts of patterns that you can actually approach in a similar fashion. Automated type corrections. Some organizations just like their integers in decimal fields, and then they have years as like 2019.0000, or they put their numbers in strings or something like that. This should be done automatically as well. And then also, one of the things, you do all of this, and then you end up in a situation where you find out that actually, now that I've cleansed this and made all of the transformation and everything, this data is worthless. I can't really do anything with it. So the data should tell about itself, not just metadata that this data was made by Frank, but it should also tell on a columnar level, what do I have? How many rows do I have? What is my minimum value? What is my maximum value? How empty, how populated am I? What is the distribution of me? And automated data discovery tools, which I mentioned earlier. So now compare all of this data utilization process here when you have the discovery, harvesting, transformation, DQ, profiling, and then you use it if you still want to use it. As compared to an automated process which would eat, you still need to find the data that you need. But the harvesting, the transformation, DQ, and profiling, what if that could be done automatically as it actually can be done automatically? We would suggest a platform where the data supply would be met with an engine with acquisition, processing, and delivery automated. And then the data demand of the public, the data analysts, scientists, and other data hubs should be offered in as accessible manner as possible. So now just a short demo of what are the things that go away when you have such a solution. So let's say that you would be expecting a horrible amount of data wrangling. But then you could also have a situation like this. Let's say that you want to use Python. Let's say that you want to use Excel. Let's say that you want to use R, whatever. And all you do would be that you would just tell your credentials. Then you would load your data in and start to do analytics with it. In our case here, I would have a data catalog here that would first of all help me find the data. So let's say that I would like to know something about things in postal code areas. For example, for marketing purposes or something like that. I could go and check out, okay, I found a data set. Well, okay, there's a data set, but do I really like it? Am I really interested in its contents? What does it have? Well, there is a description of it, but I can't see the timer, I'm sorry. But it would also tell what it has. For example, telling whether it's a constant or not, what are the minimum and maximum values, and so on. Everything could be, told at face value immediately. And then you could just start using it right away. So for example, here, I found out the variables, which are clearly named. And then I'm like, well, is there any relations between inhabitants' average age and income median? And here I'm already at the analytics phase. So all of the ingestions, the preparations, and so on would be done for me. And I would like that as a data scientist, as a data user. And I'm sure that also a person, a manager or somebody else, the business in general, waiting for resolutions and results would be happy with that as well. So more data use, less data preparation. The beef here is that there is so much there that could be automated. Not everything can be automated. Not all of the data quality issues can be fixed. But there is a ridiculous amount of stuff that data scientists, I see them repeating over and over again. Clean and accessible data, valid and reliable, machine learning, AI, faster, just automate it. No data, no AI, crap data, crap AI. Garbage in, garbage out will not go away. That's it. Thank you very much.